Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your July 2023 reading. Um, it is a beautiful morning. We have the window open, so you might be able to hear the birds singing, and my cat is sitting in the window, so he might make an appearance because sometimes he likes to walk across the desk. You know, the whole house is his. It's not mine. It's not Henry's, it's his. Before we get started on your reading, I wanted to let you guys know that we have started our Patreon subscriptions again. The first tier that's available will be your astrology rising signs and will also be a mid-month reading. I'm also going to do like astrology extras throughout the month and might even offer like small astrology readings and stuff like that throughout the month, just to kind of, connect with everybody and get into the groove of having a subscription again. We took a year off so that I could get my health back in order, and feel better, basically. So here we are. Also, 20% off readings. The readings will be 20% off until June 30th at midnight. So actually, tomorrow, I'm doing a reading on the 29th of June. So tomorrow at midnight Mountain Time, 2 a.m. Eastern Time, you can get 20% off any of my astrology or tarot readings. The live readings are going to be a little bit few and far between coming up here. You'll still be able to get live readings, but they just won't be as accessible as the recorded readings. So if you want to get a reading, here he comes. Getting a live reading is probably a good idea. He's like an earthquake when he gets down. So if you've been wanting to get a live reading, now is the time to do that. Sorry, I have like this frog in my throat going on. Anyways, let's look at what you guys are surrendering for July. Power of surrender. What is Gemini? What is Gemini surrendering? All right. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. Surrender your need to always be right. That's actually a pretty good one, especially for a Mercury ruled sign. Yeah. So let's see. And I feel like with that surrender your need to always be right, there's also the kind of like recognition that other people actually might have good advice for you if you let them like do that for you. There's something that you're walking away from. Could be a water sign that you're walking away from, but it's really painful. Let's see. This actually feels like healing. I feel like you're healing something from the past. We have the Eight of Cups. Something that you've been emotionally connected to. The Three of Swords. You might have to journey. Like you might have to take a journey, meaning you might have to travel. You might have to go visit someone. You might have to, like you could even be doing a shamanic journey. Going into those lower world. That lower world is pretty healing. And then we have the King of Cups. And then we have on the bottom row the Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups and the Six of Cups. So you could be the King of Cups. Like, you could be the one that is a little bit more emotional this month, maybe not necessarily showing those emotions. But I feel like there's something that you are allowing yourself to emotionally detach from so that it no longer hurts, so that it's no longer painful. It's and I think that from that emotional detachment, you're making space to plant new seeds, to start like a whole new cycle for yourself with the Seven of Pentacles. And I also feel like that there's something from your past that's coming in to help water those seeds. Like, I don't know if it's a romantic connection, but it feels like it's a healing connection. It feels like it's definitely, it could either be a sibling. The Six of Cups is kind of a soulmate energy, but it feels very much like there's something coming in that's wanting to help water these seeds, and by water, I mean give it life. Give it a little extra energy. Give it a little more oomph. Giving it food, right? So that it can grow and prosper and be its best. But the emotional detachment, see, this is the thing that I'm really interested in for you guys, because this feels like you're taking those swords out and you're like, stop, you're no longer thinking about something. You're no longer overly thinking or overly attaching yourself to a situation or a person. So let's clarify. The Eight of Cups. Oh, yeah. That Three of Swords is really going to get healed in a big way. And I think part of it is through the surrender. Surrender your need to always be right. Oh, this is what I was saying. The Ace of Cups on the Eight of Cups. So that, like, what I was saying was that there's, you're able to detach from a situation, from the past. You're able to detach from a situation from the past. And being able to detach from that situation gives you the opportunity to fill up your own cup here, right? With the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is about, filling up your own cup so that it's overflowing, so that you can give it to other people. When we have depleted our own well, when we have depleted our own source of healing, we can't help others. It's like, it's so hard. It's almost impossible to help others. Then we have the Sun and the Nine of Wands on the Three of Swords. The Sun is the healing energy of a tarot deck. It's clarity, it's a brand new day. And the Eight of Wands is like, I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to argue anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I surrender. And some of you are surrendering to an ego battle as well. Really feels like you're done with that. The Nine of Swords on the King of Cups. So there's this anxiety. And this is tough, because when you're allowing yourself to heal from something, and you're allowing yourself to detach from something, and you are putting a focus on what it is that you need to do, and you're putting a focus on what it is that you need to, just to fill yourself up and bring joy and make you feel better. Are you anxious about other people in your life? Are you anxious about the water sign? Are you anxious about the water sign because you're healing yourself? Like maybe it was the water sign that inflicted the pain. Maybe it was, you're overthinking something when it comes to this water sign. And maybe again, like I said, you're the water sign and you're overthinking the process, and that is going to sabotage you. That will sabotage you in a lot of ways. There's it's very interesting. I think that with all the good, there's also some pretty massive changes that are happening. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Cups. Yeah. I think with all the happiness and all the good and the positive, and you're really trying to heal yourself and you're looking deep inside, and you're really wanting to create and love and give from a place of like that authentic love, that I'm filled up kind of love. I think you're really worried about the outcome of things. I think that the Nine of Swords, because all right, let me just show you this. So we have the High Priestess on the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is about planting seeds. It's about starting new projects. It's about having an idea and being like, yes, I want to invest in that. And the High Priestess is telling you that you already know what that is. You could be dealing with a Pisces energy, but I feel like this High Priestess energy is telling you that you already know what it is that you need to do to start investing in. And I feel like that thing that you need to do to start investing in is going to change your entire life. The Tower on the Knight of Cups. I feel like the things that once comforted you and once gave you affection and love and just comfort, right? Like I feel like there was a time that there were certain things that did that, and that time is over. And I feel like that's what's changing, and I feel like that's what you're having to walk away from. I feel like you're like, I can't live in that kind of situation anymore. Like there's a comfort zone about this. It's very interesting. Also, I feel like somebody providing love for you changes everything. This Tower moment doesn't feel ugly. I think that you're worried that the Tower moment's going to be ugly, but it doesn't feel ugly for me. It just feels like a course correction. It feels like there was a certain love that was brought to you and it changed your life. I don't know how to explain that. I don't know how, like, that's the only way that I can say that's like, that's how it feels. Like, I literally want to say this love has changed your life. And I think that you're really scared about it. And I think that you're really, like, it's healing you, but at the same time, it's breaking you apart because the old ways of doing things are no longer going to work. And then we have the Queen of Wands on the Six of Cups. And this could be anything. This doesn't even have to be a romantic relationship. I know that I said the word love, but like unconditional love like this can heal anybody. This can be an unconditional love from a friend. This can be an unconditional love from a sibling or a family member or your mother or whoever, right? It could just be and so I think that it's softening you. It's freaking you out. Obviously, the Nine of Swords is here, and you are a water sign in this reading, right? But the Queen of Wands feels like a really close connection. The Tower is meant the Tower comes into our life when it's time to make space, when it's time to shift something, when it's time to move something. And it can create chaos and it can create frustration and all of those things, but it's not, sometimes it's not negative. Sometimes it's not really, like, it can feel uncomfortable, but it doesn't have to be a bad thing or a negative thing. And that's what I feel like is happening here. And then we have the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and then the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like the way that you're going to really be able to find that strength and confidence this month is by allowing yourself to grieve the loss of things. Because it's okay. It's okay to lose some stuff. It's absolutely okay to lose some things in your life. That doesn't necessarily mean that everything is gonna like come back the same, like you're not gonna get everything back the same way, but like grieving stuff makes space. So whatever it is that the Tower is removing in your life to make space, you know, you gotta allow yourself to grieve that. Okay? I love you guys, and I hope you have a really wonderful July, and I hope that everything comes together for you, and this is awesome. So take care of yourselves. Bye.